Welcome to Yoga Glady, filming from the Attic Yoga Space. So this is the third part of our Yoga for Beginners sessions. And we're going to start sitting. Now you might like to sit onto a cushion. So if you have a cushion handy, especially if you've got any lower back issues or anything like that, just sit onto a cushion. Snuggle your sit bones down to the ground, lengthen up to the crown of the head, and then lift the shoulders up to the ears and roll them back and down. And you might do that a couple more times, inhaling them up, exhaling them back and down, inhaling up and then exhaling back and down. And then let's just bring the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Breathe into the heart space. Breathe out from there. And then breathe all the way down into the lower belly. Feel your belly expanding on the inhalation. And then breathe out from the lower belly. And then bring your right hand to meet your left hand. Drawing the thumbs in towards the breastbone. And then inhale the arms up. Exhale your elbows wide, spread fingers, glide shoulder blades down the back. And then bring the hands back to the heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, arms reaching up, and breathing out. And then just bringing your hands onto your knees, keeping your spine nice and long. Start to circle. Almost like you're circling around your belly. And then go the other direction. And then come back through to center. Let's reach the arms forward and circle through the wrists. And then bring that movement into the elbow joints. And bring the hands onto the shoulders, thumbs back, fingers forward, and then circle the shoulders. Inhaling elbows forward and up. Exhaling back and down. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Beautiful. And then just drop your hands down to the ground and slide your right hand away as you reach up with the left arm. So just opening and lengthening that left side of the body, breathing into it, and then coming back through to center and bringing your left hands down and reaching up with your right arm. Good, and then coming back through to center. From here, let's come onto our hands and knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Have the heels of the hands under the shoulders, have the knees under the hips. And then start to circle shoulders around wrists, hips around knees. Just feeling into the shoulders and the hips. Noticing how they're doing today. So sometimes my cat, Shimmy, joins the sessions. Mostly she's in a state of meditation, but sometimes she joins in for some of the stretches. Okay, let's go the other way. And then come back through to center, breathing in, lifting your heart, looking forward, and lifting the tailbone too. And then as you breathe out, draw the navel back, lift up that space at the back of the heart. Inhale as you extend the spine, looking forwards, and then exhale, arching back. Inhale to the extension, exhale, arch back. Good, and then come back through to a neutral position. And we're just going to pad the hands forward. Keep your bum lifted, pad the hands forward, and then rest the forehead to the ground, opening the armpits nice and wide. And then from here, bring your right arm under your left arm and come onto the right hand side of your head and your right shoulder. And you can press down into the left hand and then turn to look out over the right hand. Stay with the calm and steady flow of breath. Good, and then press down into your left hand and reach the right arm forward and then slide your left arm under the right arm. Come onto your left shoulder and left hand side of the head, lengthening through the spine. Good, and then pressing down into the right hand, reaching the left arm forward again. And then from here, we're going to sink the bum onto the heels and keep the arms reaching forward and then rest the forehead towards the ground. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears, lengthening through the spine, and then bringing your awareness to your breath and feeling the movement of your breath in the back body. See if you can direct the breath into the back of the heart, all the way down to the sacrum. And see if you can feel the movement of your breath between the vertebrae. Good, and then looking towards your hands, spread out the webs between your fingers. Come up onto your knees, tuck the toes, and then start to lift up your hips with your feet about hip width apart. Make your way into a downward facing dog pose. Adho Mukha Svanasana, it's called in Sanskrit. And you're reaching down into the heels. Now, if you've got any lower back issues or tight hamstrings, you won't be able to straighten the legs. That doesn't matter. You can just bend one leg and straighten the other. Bring a little bit of movement in. You might even like to give your head a little shake from side to side as if you were saying no. And then a nod as if you were saying yes. You're opening the armpits nice and wide, and then you're softening your chest in towards the thighs. Okay, let's raise up the right leg and reach into the heel, trying to keep the pelvis level when you do that. So you don't need to raise the leg too high. Now bring your right knee in towards your chest, and then step your right foot between your hands and come onto your left knee. Have your right knee exactly over your right heel, and then sweep the arms up. Thumbs back, palms in. Good, so we're coming into a low lunge. Now we're going to take the arms wide out to the sides, and then bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, draw the knuckles down. And as you do that, really anchor yourself through the left shin and through the right foot. So you're nice and stable and grounded through your foundation. You can squeeze the shoulder blades in if that feels good. Brilliant. And then release the hands. Take your hands down and frame your right foot. Plant your left hands down under your left shoulder. And then you can reach up with your right arm like that. Or you can tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee, reach into the back heel, and then reach up into the right arm for a twisted lunge. Breathing in and breathing out. And then bringing the right hand down. Raising up your right leg again, reach right up into the heel, that three-legged dog pose. And then place the right foot down. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to chest. Left foot steps forward. Come onto the right knee. Establish your foundation here, and then rise up for your low lunge. Thumbs back, palms in. Lengthening up through the spine. So it's as if you're drawing the chest away from the pelvis, and then taking the arms wide out to the sides and bringing the hands behind the back and interlacing your fingers the unusual way. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, draw the knuckles down. Keep bringing your awareness back to the breath. Good, and then release the hands. Take the hands down, framing your left foot. Plant right hands down, so either you can just reach up with the left arm, keeping your right knee down, or tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, and then reach up with the left arm for a twisted lunge. You're reaching into that back heel. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Left hand comes down. Now we're going to raise up the left leg again, and then step the left foot down. And then just have your feet slightly wider than your hips and walk your hands in towards your feet, coming into a forward fold. Good, and bend your knees a little bit. Let's catch hold of the elbows. Bring the thumbs to the inner creases of the elbows, and then just let the weight of your body cascade down over the legs. You might even shake out your head and your neck and your shoulders. So here we are in a nice forward fold. Good, and then on the inhalation, we're going to press down into the feet and slowly come up. So you can let go of the elbows for that. Slowly come up to standing, stacking one vertebrae onto another, coming all the way up. Arriving on your feet in Tadasana, the mountain pose. And then just turning the palms to face forward. And connecting to that vertical line of energy all the way from the soles of the feet that runs up through the central line of the body to the crown of the head and beyond. Okay, bring your hands together. And you can bring your feet to about hip width apart at the front of the mat. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhaling nose. And exhaling nose. So you feel the breath in the back of the throat. Inhaling nose. And exhaling nose. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, fold yourself in half. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale and bring the hands onto the shins and lift your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your right foot and your left foot back, coming into plank pose. Your body in one lovely long line. And then drop down onto your knees and lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring the hands forward. Bring the elbows under the shoulders, so the forearms are parallel, and then you're pressing down into all of your toenails. You might turn your kneecaps in, broadening the backs of the thighs. You're lengthening and opening the front side of your body and lifting your heart through the gateway of the arms. And then finding the breath. And then if you like, turning your fingertips out, pressing into the hands, and then lifting the heart. And if that feels pinchy on your lower back at all, just come back into the previous version onto the elbows. And then we're going to lower all the way down and bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes and lift up the hips. Make your way back into down dog. Down dog is a reset pose. So it's when we bring the awareness back to the breath. As you inhale, you feel the chest widening and expanding. And as you exhale, the navel draws towards the spine. You feel the breath in the back of the throat. Soft, audible sound of breath. Breathing in, bend the knees, look between the hands, and then step the right foot and the left foot forward. Bring the hands on the shins, lift up the chest. Exhale, pour it down. Press down into the feet, sweep the arms up. And then bring the hands back to the heart. And just take a moment here, scanning through the body with your eyes closed. Notice sensation. You might notice your heartbeat. You might notice that you're feeling a little bit warmer than before. So just observing the effects of Surya Namaskar on the body and on the mind. Okay, so we come through a second round now. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding in. Inhale the hands on the shins, lift up chest. Exhale, bend knees, plant hands, step right foot, left foot back, plank pose. And then come to knees and lower all the way down to the ground. This time bring the hands under the shoulders, hug your elbows to the sides of the body. And then have a sense of pulling your hands towards your feet as you lift the heart and chest forward and up. And then exhale, lower down. So we'll try this again with the hands just hovering about an inch away from the mat and the elbows hugging the sides of the body. Inhaling up, so you feel your lower back muscles contracting, and then exhaling down. And then we can take the hands out to the sides and press down into the tips of the fingers and inhale up on the fingertips, and then exhale down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes. Lift up your hips, make your way back into down dog. And then from here, if you cup your left heel in, about 45 degrees, and then step your right foot forward, stacking your right knee over your right heel, and then rising up for a warrior one. You're drawing the right hip back, the left one forward, right shoulder back, left one forward, staying really anchored through your back heel. Deep breath in here. As you breathe out, ground down through your feet. Inhaling, lengthening up. Exhaling, grounding down through the feet. Inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, turn over to your left. Open up through your arms and then find yourself in a warrior two. And feel that beautiful line of energy moving through your arms. Really lengthen. Turn the right palm up. Reach up. Bring the left hands down the back of the left leg. You might even turn to look towards your back heel if you feel grounded enough. And then we're going to come back into Warrior Two and bring the right elbow onto the right thigh and reach up with the left arm. Reach straight up. Good. Keep turning the chest. Inhale back through to center. Exhale, both hands come down, framing your right foot. Step your right foot back, come into plank pose again. And then drop to knees. And lower the whole body all the way down to the ground. Now we're going to take the arms alongside the body with the palms facing up, toes pressing down. And then as you inhale, lift up your body and your arms, reaching the fingertips towards the heels. So again, you'll feel the back muscles switching on, even the glutes switching on. You can let go of the head a little bit so there's no tension in the neck. Keep reaching fingertips towards the heels. And as you're here, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose and keeping the breath smooth and steady. Deep breath in, exhale, release. Lower your whole body down. Now you might just like to rock your hips from side to side to free up the lower back. And then bring the hands under the shoulders and tuck the toes and lift up the hips, spreading fingers nice and wide. Making your way back into a down dog pose with the armpits open wide. And then looking towards your feet and cupping your right heel in and stepping your left foot forward. And we're going to rise up into that Warrior One on the other side. Thumbs back, palms in. Anchor through your back heel, through the outer edge of the back foot. Stack the left knee over the left heel and really rise up out of the pelvis. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, turn over to your right, open up through your arms. Find yourself in Warrior Two. Feel that beautiful horizontal line of energy moving through your arms. Turn the left palm up, reach up. Bring the right hand down the back of the right leg, maybe even looking towards your back heel. Then come back through to center. Left elbow, left thigh, reaching straight up with your right arm. Drawing that top shoulder up and back. Then inhaling back through to center. And bringing both hands down, framing your left foot. Let's step back into plank again. And then lower down onto knees and all the way down to the ground. Take your arms alongside your body now. And then on your inhalation, lift everything that you can lift, but let go of the head. So you're reaching your fingertips towards the heels, lifting the navel, lifting the thighs, but you're still breathing smooth and steady, calm and rhythmic flow of Ujjayi breath. Good, and then exhale, release. And again, you might like to rock your hips from side to side, just to free up the lower back. And then bring the hands under the shoulders and tuck the toes and lift up the hips, spreading fingers nice and wide. Going back into down dog pose, your reset pose. Smoothing out your breath again. Breathing in, bend the knees, look forward. Step right foot and left foot forward. Bring the hands on the shins. Lift up the chest, exhale, fold in. And then press down into the feet and sweep the arms up. Coming all the way up and then taking the arms wide and bringing the hands back to the heart. Good, and releasing. So you'll probably feel warmer than you did a few minutes ago. Let's have the right foot forward, left foot back. Trikonasana. Open up through your arms, reach wide. Let's just lift up, spread the toes, feel the muscles in the legs activating. Place the toes down, breathe in. As you breathe out, reach and lengthen, and then let your right hand just drop down onto your right leg. Reach up with the left arm, turning the chest, turning to look up. And then reach into the top arm to come up. Turn on your heels, turn the right toes in, left toes out, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, reach and lengthen, drop left hand onto the left leg, reach up with the right arm. Turning the chest. Good. And then inhaling, Coming up. Let's turn the feet now. So the toes are out, heels in. And then inhale and reach up with your arms. Bring the fingertips together, bend the knees, and that's a strong exhalation down. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, fingertips together, strong exhalation down. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. And then exhaling. Good. Inhale as you come up, squeeze your thighs towards each other. And then bring the hands to the heart. Bring the hands to the waist. Turn the heels out, toes in. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, lead with your heart, folding forward. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest, look forwards. Exhale, continue to fold in. So you're pressing into the outer edges of your feet. Hands are down on the ground, forearms are parallel. And then the crown of the head moves down towards the ground. And the elbows shoot back between the legs. Stay with your breath. Good. And then bring the hands to the waist. Press down into your feet, inhaling all the way up. Heel toe your feet in. Good. And then come to the front of the mat with the feet about hip width apart and inhale the arms up. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring the hands all the way down to the ground and then just walk your feet back. Drop down onto your knees and sit your left buttock over to the left. Take your right foot over your left thigh. Drop your right buttock down. And then we're going to reach up with the left arm and take the left arm over the right thigh and then take the right hand behind. Inhale as you lengthen upwards and then exhale as you spiral over to your right. So sorry, I forgot to say, if you feel a bit wonky here, you can sit onto a cushion or you can extend your bottom leg. That might be more comfortable for you. You can just be like that instead. So there's always that option. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to turn. So we're looking for a nice twist in the upper back here, that space at the back of the heart. Good, and then coming back through to centre, sliding your right leg forward, bringing the sole of the left foot in. Turn so that you're facing out over the right leg and then reach the arms up and reach your heart forward and then fold forward. If you can't reach your foot, take a belt or a scarf or something, take it around the ball of the foot or even just bring the fingertips down to the mat. Inhale as you lengthen the spine, exhale as you fold in. Good, and then inhale the arms up, bring the hands down. And now we're going to bend the right leg and take the left leg over, or you can extend your bottom leg. Reach up with the right arm, take the right arm over the left thigh, take the left hands behind you. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to turn. Stay with a calm and steady flow of breath. Good. And see if you can direct your breath into that space at the back of the heart. Then come back through to centre. Sliding left leg forward, bringing the sole of the right foot in. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, heart moves forward. So the navel is kind of turning to face the middle of your left thigh here. You're pressing the heel down and you're flexing the toes in towards you. And there's this sense of gravity combined with breath that takes you deeper into the forward fold. Good, and then inhale the arms up. Let's bring the hands down. Bring the soles of the feet together. So here we are in Baddha Konasana. You can lean into your hands behind you and lengthen the inner thighs. Or you can take your hands around the feet and open up the feet like a book. If your knees come quite high up, then you're best off sitting onto a cushion. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands onto the knees and lift up the knees. And we'll take Navasana, the boat pose. So just take your hands to the backs of the thighs, lift up your legs, point the toes. You could be here, or you could reach your arms alongside your legs and maybe start to extend the legs and lift from the back of the heart. And come to this shape, which is quite strong. So just do what works for you. You can always just keep your hands on the backs of the thighs like that instead. Good, and then we're going to come down onto the feet and lower the whole body down to the ground, lining up the heels with the sit bones. Taking a breath in through the nose, and then as you breathe out, press into your feet, lift up the tailbone, start to lift up through the spine. Draw the knees away from the body, draw the chest towards the chin, bring your hands underneath you, interlace the fingers, tuck your shoulders under your chest. So we're coming into Setu Bandhasana, or bridge pose. We're engaging the glutes to lift the pelvis and lengthen the thighs, and then releasing the hands and slowly lower down to the ground, vertebrae at a time. And then let's just take the right ankle over the left thigh. Draw the right knee away from you, so you could stay with this, or you could pick up your left leg, catch hold of the back of the left thigh, and then draw that left knee in. So drawing the left knee in and the right knee away. Stay with your breath. Good. And then come down onto your left foot. Slide right thigh over left thigh. Take the arms wide out to the sides. Drop both knees over to your left and turn to look to the right. Inhale back through to centre. Bring your right foot flat onto the ground. Take left ankle over right thigh. Draw the left knee away. So this is the first version. You could stay with this. Or you could lift up your right knee, catch hold of the back of the right thigh. Draw the right knee in, left knee away. Holding for a few breaths. And then coming down onto your right foot. Sliding left thigh over right thigh. Open the arms out to the sides. Drop both knees over to the right. Turn to look to the left. And then inhale back through to centre. And if you just bring your knees into your chest and wrap your arms around your shins and maybe rock from side to side across your sacrum, massaging your lower back. And then slide the legs away. Let the legs come out to the sides of the mat. Let your palms face up to the sky. If you've got lower back issues, just bend your knees and drop the knees together. So now we're coming into Shavasana, the corpse pose, and all you need to do is lie on the ground as you allow the weight of your body to surrender to the earth. Take a breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Feel your body becoming heavy and relaxed. Bring your awareness all the way down to the soles of the feet. Completely release and relax all the muscles in your feet, your heels, your ankles, your calves, your shins, fronts and backs of knees, fronts and backs of thighs. Soften your buttocks, release the lower back, middle back, upper back. Let your shoulders roll downwards and outwards. Tops of the arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers, fingertips. Back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head, forehead, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows. Soften the eyes under their lids, cheeks, ears, nose, mouth, tongue, chin, jaw, throat, chest, navel, abdomen. The whole body completely relaxed. Following the pathway of your breath. Feeling the curve of the inhalation, the curve of the exhalation, and feeling the way in which the breath touches you on the inside. Just experiencing your body being breathed. Feeling relaxed and awake, deepening the breath. Breathing all the way down into fingertips and toes, stretching out arms and legs. So bringing movement into the body now. And then bringing knees to chest, rolling onto one side, pressing down into your hands and using your arms to help you come all the way up. Come to a comfortable seated position and bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Breathe into your heart space. Breathe out from there. And breathe all the way down into your lower belly. And breathe out. And then bring your right hand to meet your left hand in the gesture of love and gratitude, and lift your heart to your hands. And then bow to the wisdom deep within yourself. Thank you for sharing this practice. Have a beautiful day.